Hello, my beautiful divine feminines. I am going to do a reading for you that I haven't done for a while. It's a twin flame relationship spread. It's like actually designed for that. So I used to do this one all the time. And then I just, tried some other ones and I thought, you know what? I want to do this one again. So I'm going to do this one for you today. Some of you may remember it that have been following me for a while. And those of you that are new, hopefully you'll like it. It used to be one that I thought people liked quite a bit. So it's a look at both your energy and your divine masculine's energy simultaneously in two pathways leading to the same destination. So this deck is extremely stiff and difficult to shuffle. And my cards are flying everywhere. All right, let me pick these up here. Hopefully you guys are having a good weekend so far. It's a beautiful Saturday morning where I am, and I am enjoying a little bit of rain today. I love the rain. Rain is such a beautiful thing. I love thunderstorms especially. So I think thunderstorms are just so beautiful, and the lightning, and I don't know, something about it. Just as soon as I hear that, I just have to drop whatever it is that I'm doing and run outside and just go sit on my porch and just take it all in. I love the smell of the rain, all of it. So any of you that are out there that also love the rain, let me know in the comments below. By the way, you guys, we have some specials right now, some Thanksgiving specials that are in the description box below. We have 40% off all tarot readings and 25% off of one-on-ones. So if you are interested in that, you can get those coupon codes below, and that is going to run until November 31st. So you have about a week to book those with me. The live tarot readings are awesome. They are like a one-on-one and a tarot reading all in one. So you get to ask a lot of questions. You get to sit across from me live on a Zoom call, and they are about 2 hours long. So you get to ask a lot of questions and learn a lot of things about your journey in those. So I do recommend the live tarot readings. They're a lot of fun and definitely worth the money. And right now is the perfect time to sign up for those. We also have 30-minute, 60-minute, and 90-minute tarot readings. Okay, so today at the bottom of the deck, we have the sun. Are we focused here? The sun. Look at that. We have Adam and Eve, right? Adam and Eve. Two polarities. This is my Tarot of Oppositions deck, and I really like it a lot. It's all duality, and that is what we learn from, is that duality. So this is such a cool deck for that reason. It shows you both simultaneously. Here is your numerology number for the week. We have double sixes. Double sixes. So 66 and 12 are your numbers today. That's pretty cool. That might be a synchronicity for some of you. All right, let's get into this reading today. So this first card represents their energy, okay? This is your divine masculine's energy and what's going on with them right now in their current situation. And for this, we have King of Wands in reverse. And so with King of Wands in reverse, we've got, maybe they're dealing with something very difficult to have this card pulled up. They're experiencing really like pretty dramatic life hardships. It could be relationships. They might be having some financial issues. Maybe they're having some issues with like even children. Like maybe their own children and them are experiencing some kind of adversity. There could have been a death in the family. Somebody may be absolutely mistreating your divine masculine on some level. And they're feeling really consumed by this. Whatever these experiences are, it's something that is leaving your divine masculine in a state of just feeling overwhelmed and unable to, navigate their way through it. They feel powerless to it. So something difficult is really affecting them. Their energy is not in a good place right now as a result of these life circumstances that are kind of pushing them over the edge. Your energy, Divine Feminine, is Page of Cups. And with Page of Cups, you have a very different experience in your life right now than your divine masculine. It looks like maybe your life circumstances are a little bit more positive in many ways than your divine masculines, or at least they're not getting to you for the same, like in the same way. You may have possibly found something on your journey, on your path, that is like you're recognizing as your passion. It's like you're falling in love with it. Okay, that's the sense that I'm getting from this. You found something to fall in love with outside of the divine masculine relationship, right? Like, this even could possibly be a soulmate or a new person that you've met and connected with. It could be a friend or a family member, and there's some kind of a connection there. So this could be on the level of a relationship with somebody, but it also could be something in your life that you have just found a new passion toward. Maybe it's, developing your spiritual and supernatural senses. Maybe it's that you have come into some kind of career opportunity that is opening new doors for you, and you're suddenly realizing, like, wow, this is kind of what it's always been about. But something is developing in your life, even if it's just in the early stages of this, that is giving you a sense of passion and fulfillment, which is really, really good. And that's actually quite the opposite of what your divine masculine is experiencing right now. There is absolutely a polarization in your energy, but you may be feeling some anxiousness and or I should say angst or some anxiety about, but I think that that's you picking up on your divine masculine's energy. Okay, it's not really your energy that is causing that within you. It's a sense of something, because you guys do have a shared energy field. So you're going to pick up on things from them, and they're going to pick up on things from you. And you may not always know, especially if you're not in contact with each other, that the feelings that you're having are not your own, but instead something that you're kind of psychically picking up on from the other, and vice versa. They will with the same. There's controversy about this in the twin flame community as to whether or not, divine masculine picks up on your energy only and you don't on theirs. But I have spoken with too many divine feminines and had too many experiences myself to say that that does not happen both ways with both twin flames. I believe that it does happen both ways. I think that there can be a polarization where sometimes, it can happen more in one direction than the other. But I do think absolutely that the energy that you're feeling, because I don't think your life circumstances, and I think you may have been even troubled by this at times, like, where is this coming from? Because everything in my life kind of seems to be going well in certain areas. So why do I feel this anxiety? Well, maybe it's because you're picking up on something that doesn't actually belong to you. But there's that empathy, that, that connection between the two of you. So there's, you're getting some of that feedback from your divine masculine. Now, this next card here is, what are their blockages? Okay, what kinds of blockages is your divine masculine experiencing? And for this, we have Ace of Cups. So with Ace of Cups, they have some kind of a relationship that is on a romantic level with somebody else. Many of your divine masculines may be in some kind of relationship with someone else. They may have children with them. Maybe they're married. Maybe they're just in a romantic relationship with this person, and probably have been for quite some time. And this relationship is probably some of the source, because, there's a dissolving taking place of this relationship. It doesn't necessarily resonate anymore. It doesn't mean that it's not meant to happen and be there right now. Everything happens for a reason, and there is no such thing as coincidence. So they're meant to be where they're at right now with this person, but there is a separation that is taking place in their connection, and that may be part of the anxiety that you're feeling, or that your divine masculine is feeling in their life right now. It's creating a lot of stress. Some of your divine masculines may not be in a relationship. And so the way that this card would translate for those that are not actually in a relationship right now is, it's more that the fact that they haven't been able to get themselves in a position where they can be in a relationship or maintain a healthy relationship, that's what's giving them stress and anxiety. Because it's what they really truly want. So if they're in a relationship, they're probably upset that it's not going the way that they had anticipated or planned. If they're not in one right now, it's probably because they're desiring to be in one, but they don't feel like they're actually ready for that. They're not in a mental and emotional state of mind, because they've got a lot of self-work that they need to do in order to get to that place where they can actually show up for somebody else. And you can't show up for someone else if you can't show up for yourself. If you're not, like, if you don't love yourself first, and then move your way through this world from a place of self-love, you can't truly love others. You'll end up just draining others trying to validate yourself. And that's what happens oftentimes in twin flame relationships on both sides, because you come together at a period of time in your life where you may not necessarily understand that, and each of you are seeking validation from something outside of yourself rather than from within. And the twin flame connection is meant to wake you up to find that connection within first. And that's the only way you can ever truly have a healthy and fulfilling relationship, is if you, it doesn't mean you're ever going to be perfect or like 100% there, right? There's always evolution taking place and expansion, but at least to a certain place where you recognize your value and your worth, and you're not trying to extract that from somebody else and at the mercy of somebody else's mood or perceptions, because you're solid in who you are. And so the flaws of others don't throw you into a tailspin. And your divine masculine is in that place where they're still seeking validation outside of themselves, and they've got to go through whatever it is that they're going through in order to get to that place where they find it within first. And the universe is giving them the experiences that they need in order to make that happen. So trust that, okay? It's doing the same for them as what it's doing for you. Now, your blockages, divine feminine, are the Hanged Man in reverse. Sorry about the blurriness here. So you have the Hanged Man in reverse. So with the Hanged Man in reverse, the blockages that you have is that maybe there's a little bit of self-preservation that can kind of lead, like these like patterns of self-preservation that can lead to maybe some selfish behaviors. Maybe you feel like a victim to the circumstances of the relationship or how things happened. You might have certain kinds of victim mentality patterns that need to be looked at, because to feel like a victim of anything, That doesn't mean we're never a victim. You know, someone walks up to you and punches you in the face. Yeah, you're a victim of being punched in the face. But do you remain a victim for the rest of your life and say, oh, woe was me, that one day I got punched in the face and now I can't go on? Or do you go, oh my gosh, that was a terrible experience. How can I alchemize that, learn from it, and grow stronger? Because what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? That's just the truth. And, you know, we can have an I can do anything attitude, or we can have a I'm limited attitude. To be in a victim state, because there's a big difference between being an actual victim of a situation and then being in a victim mentality. And so, and we've all gone through this. So don't feel like as you're listening to this, like I'm like picking on you somehow. I'm not. I've gone through this, and so has every single other human being on the planet. It's part of the human condition, and it's part of the journey that every single one of us, without fail, has to overcome at some point in time. Every single one of us. No one's excluded from this. So you may still be struggling with some of these things, divine feminine, which is okay. Okay, because it's part of the process. It's part of it's part of the refinement process. It's bringing you into the true light of who you really are. And so, you know, letting fear or, you know, certain types of mind patterns and programming from, you know, family of origin and society, they need to be looked at so that you can get out of the lack mentality or the victim mentality into the abundance. I can do anything and there's no obstacle that I can't find a way over, around, or through. And then you can see the value and the beauty for both sides of the coin. So those are the blockages that have kind of stood in your way and you may still be struggling with on some levels, and that's okay. Be the witness, practice mindfulness, watch and observe. You know, there's a difference between being a watcher and a dancer. A watcher is an awakened person that knows when to observe. Okay? The dancer is someone who is asleep still and is just reactive. They react rather than respond. A watcher responds because they observe, they're mindful, they pay attention, and they've practiced these skills, these tools, and so they can overcome the lower mind and respond with spiritual maturity. Think of it like this. Your mind and you are not your mind or your body. You are the soul, the witness. And the dancer is the mind and the body, okay? That's the physical form, the one that's doing all this stuff, you know, tasking and getting things done. The observer is the spirit, the energy, okay? You want to be the watcher, not the dancer. Because when you are the watcher, you control the dancer. If you identify as the dancer, the mind and the body, then you are at the whims of, and that's what the asleep do, right? The interesting thing is we use being asleep, being awake, we kind of throw these terms around in the spiritual community. The truth is we're here, even when we've gone through an awakening, we haven't really woken up because we're still here in the world of form, right? We're still in the dream. We're still in the illusion. But we're just becoming lucid. We become lucid in the dream. And when you become lucid in a dream, people who've practiced this kind of stuff, you know, like lucid dreaming, you can do anything you want, right? You can climb any mountain. There's nothing you can't do. It's not so different in this reality. And if you want to know more about that, that is something that we talk about a lot in our group calls. We can teach you a lot when it comes to reality creation and understanding your role as the observing soul to the material world of form around you. We can help you with that so that you can become an extraordinarily powerful manifester, because you already are, right? You just didn't know you were holding a magic wand until now. Now you got to learn how to use it. Okay, and so the ones that can teach you how to use it are the ones that have been practicing it for a while and just a little further down the path than you. That's all. And then someday you'll turn around and teach it, because, you know, even if it's just to friends and family members, right? It doesn't mean you'll like necessarily start a practice, but you could, you know, that's something that we would like to offer. Well, Brent offers that. And, you know, on the business aspect of things. So if you're ever interested in business coaching, Brent is phenomenal and has a lifetime of experience. He's an entrepreneur. He's worked overseas. He's been a CEO. He's done, you know, giant, you know, successful companies where he's sold products in like to Walmart and to like he's had his products in Walmart and Ulta and Sally Beauty and many other stores. So he's very accomplished in business and, you know, can help you if you're looking to take your skills to another level where you can profit off of them. Eventually we will have some courses in that, but right now we are currently working on the Twin Flame course. But anyway, I kind of digress, but it's just to kind of tell you that there are certain things that we can offer you beyond just the tarot readings. And you are an incredible creative master in this universe, and that's the truth. And we want to help every single one of you awaken to your fullest potential. And that's like what's been put on my heart to do, is to help anyone who needs help on any level, on any plane, whether it's mental, physical, or spiritual. You know, we just want to help you guys and give you guys the opportunity to network and help others as well. We also want this community to be something where you guys can also reach others that are going through this and like-minded people, all a part of your soul family. So, you know, if you guys have interest in that, check out the description box below. We are happy to offer any kind of mentorship that you guys might need. Because yeah, you are a powerful creator, Divine Feminine, and that's what this whole journey is waking you up to, is your power. Okay, your ability to be able to become anything you want. There is no limit. You are literally limitless, Divine Feminine. You're only limited by what you believe yourself to be limited by. And that's why this card popped up for you. Okay? That's why this one popped up for you. It's time for you to overcome your, you know, perceptions of limitation and to step into your true divine power. That's the whole entire reason that you met your divine masculine. That is the purpose of it. And so this is what connects you, this card right here, okay? And for this we have King of Swords in reverse. So, you know, you and your divine masculine have both been through some similar kinds of life experiences. And that's why when the two of you met, there was this feeling of coming home. I mean, it goes beyond that, obviously, because you guys are connected at the level of the soul. And so there's been eons of connection, right? Lifetimes of connection. And throughout these lifetimes of connection, you and Divine Masculine have experienced so many things on similar levels. Maybe varying degrees, but still similar levels. And you and Divine Masculine have also been through some difficulties. And so probably in some of your early conversations, there were times where you discussed some of the things right here that you guys have both experienced that have put you in a deep state of sorrow at times. And there was a connection there because there was a camaraderie, a feeling of, wow, this person actually gets it. You made Divine Masculine feel like someone finally got them. And that is powerful and huge for your Divine Masculine. Okay, that's why they can't forget you. That's why they can't let you go. They may feel like they can't talk to you, maybe because of a relationship or because of fear or feeling like they're not ready, or maybe they don't want to hurt you. Whatever it is that's causing them to feel like they have to run isn't because of anything negative, which is what your fear is going to tell you. But really, it's truly about their own fears. That's why they're acting that way. You are so extraordinary and so special to them. You kind of scare the crap out of them, honestly. And they did for you as well, which is why there's all these giant heightened sense of emotion toward each other as soon as that bubble popped, right? It's when the fear kicked in. And that's why you have to overcome the fear, okay? It's purposely triggered to give you the opportunity to see it. If you don't know it's there, you can't get rid of it. But it's there running in the background, affecting your manifestations in life. But now you're becoming aware, and so are they, Divine Feminine. They go through an awakening too. It's just not going to look like yours. It's going to be different, okay? Because they're the Divine Masculine, so it's different. Two paths, one destination, two hands, right? They both perform different tasks. This one is over here holding a card. This one's over here holding a crystal. Two totally different experiences, yet they're connected at the level of the body, right? My body feels both of these things simultaneously as one experience in one moment. Your soul is the same way. Two bodies, one soul. Two paths, one destination. Two tasks, two experiences being, conducted by these two bodies, but one soul, one destination, okay? That's why I like this spread so much, because it's such a good twin flame spread. I mean, it really is. It's awesome. All right, Queen of Wands, okay? So this is guidance from Source, okay? This is your guidance from Source here. Sorry, there's so many. I don't know why it's doing that today, but all right, so for this we have Queen of Wands in reverse. Source, the feeling I'm getting from this is there may be some negative energy that you just need to let go of. There's negative energy that your Divine Masculine needs to let go of. Be patient and allow this process to take place. And recognize that both sides of the coin have value. These difficult moments, although we always want to get out of this and into this, right? We don't always want to be in like the dark, gloomy state, right? We want to get into the bright, sunshiny state. That's the one that we feel happy in. But just like with growing pains that are painful as you're growing as a child, this period of time creates a lot of opportunity for growth. So that when we get into this state, like it's as a result, it's the yin and the yang of life. And, you can't have light without dark. And dark serves the light, even when the darkness doesn't know it, because it illuminates the light, right? It's what makes the light so brilliant and so bright. And so there's value on both sides of this. So when you're in the ebb and flow of life, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, recognize that there is purpose. There's divine purpose in this. And when you're here, knowing that it's leading you here and that it's bringing something of value to only make your light grow stronger, then it makes it a little less painful to be here, because you're like, okay, well, there's something going on here. It eliminates a lot of the mind chatter that like you're not good enough, smart enough, or worthy enough. Instead, you just go, okay, this is part of the human condition, and this is teaching me something in order to get me to this. And then once I'm there for a while, the universe wants me to expand and grow. So some of this will show up in order to teach me more, and then I'll get to right here, okay? So that's your message from the source, is to embrace the duality. And remember, you are the space in between, okay? You are the space in between this and this. That's duality, okay? The torus field of duality, the ebb and flow of energy, the eternal movement, okay? That's eternity right there. But you are the center point right there. Tune into that. And then just witness and watch the duality dance around you, okay? You're the eye of the hurricane where peace always exists, watching the storm of duality brew around you. The brilliant dance of light and dark. But you are the constant, eternal center, okay? All right. This last card is outcomes, okay? Outcomes that are likely but not set in stone, okay? Because you are the creator, okay? You are the master creator. Nothing set in stone. The world dances for you, not you for it. Okay, that's the power that the connection here wants you to wake up to. And again, we can offer you a massive amount of insight. I've done so much research and study on all of this stuff, you guys. I can teach you a lot of really cool things about manifestation and how you are a creator. And I know, like, not just me, there's many teachers that are, and I listen to a lot of them myself, and I'm sure you are as well. But each one has a little bit of something to offer. And, those that resonate with you are the ones that are meant to show up on your path. So, there's so much wonderful, like, be a seeker, okay? Be a seeker of knowledge and use your inner discernment as your light and compass. Never place anyone else above you, okay? No one is your master or your guru. They may be like a sage, like intelligent. They may be further down their path than you are, but it doesn't matter, right? There's always someone further down the path than them, and so on and so forth. We're really all equal. It doesn't matter where we're at on our path. We can learn from each other. But the thing is any true teacher knows that you might be up here in this area teaching somebody who's over here in this area, but that person is your teacher too. Okay? They teach you too. So we are always each other's teacher and student simultaneously. Okay? That's the truth. Okay, we label things in duality because that's the world that we live in. But the truth is, at the center, we are always both. We're always both sides of the coin. Okay, so outcomes. For this, we have the Hermit. And with the Hermit, you and your divine masculine are both on a quest for personal truth. You're both looking for clarity, and it is going to lead you to spiritual illumination. Okay, both of you. Two paths, two experiences, one destination, and this is your destination. That's the purpose of meeting your twin flame, and this is the outcome that the two of you are moving toward. People will call this union, but union isn't necessarily what the mind thinks it is, okay? Once you overcome the mind, union is something that you realize is much different than you thought it was at the beginning of your journey. Okay? And it's actually a gazillion times better than that. Okay? So, spiritual, inner union, enlightenment, expansion, growth, mastering over the world of form, learning how to wield your wand and use your words to create the life that you want, and for your divine masculine to create the life that they want, and your soul to have the experience that it came here to have. That's your destination. Okay, let me get you guys a quick oracle card. And today I think we will use my elemental oracle. And hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I really enjoyed giving it to you. I thank you guys so much for all your support, your comments below. Again, if you're interested in any kind of coaching, check us out. Oops, I bumped the camera. Check us out in the description box below. Come join our social medias. We have a Facebook group that's free, which is the Conduits Twin Flames. And when you join our group membership, we also have a private Facebook group that you can be a part of. And they're both growing right now, which is exciting. And because they're still kind of a little bit small, you get a whole lot more coaching time as well. It's a really good time to be a part of it. We are not new coaches. We've been doing this for a long time. Both Cam and I have been twin flame coaches now for like over 4 years. And we have a lot of experience. We've worked with thousands and thousands of twin flames, and we've seen all the patterns and the different ways that this can manifest with different, everybody's journey is completely unique. But there are certain things about it that are always the same and they're always similar, right? Everybody's hands look like a hand, but everybody's hands are completely unique to the point where a fingerprint can identify you from everyone else in the entire world. But yet all of our hands are obviously identifiable as hands. It is obvious to identify someone who's in a twin flame relationship, but your journey is not like anyone else's. And we treat every single person's journey for the unique and beautiful experience that it is, because it's yours. And we're only here to assist you in finding your own path, your own way. And remembering that you are the true creator. You are your own guru, okay? I like this card already. It flew out of the deck, but of course it's got my number, which is 44. I love 44. And those of you guys that know me, 1144, 144, 1111, 44, 444, those are the numbers that show up for me the most on my journey, as it is for many of you as well. So let's get into this here and see what it has to say about the biome. I have a feeling this is going to be a good one. All right. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. You are asked for synergy at present. Be aware of the needs of others. You are a part of the same whole. Consider working more closely with your community. Biomes are not ecosystems. They contain ecosystems. They are large areas of the earth based on temperature, by altitude and latitude, climate relief, geology, soils, and vegetation. A biome contains animals, plants, bacteria, and people. In fact, everything that is within and connected within that space. Biomes can take up both small and large geographical areas. Some ancient cultures, such as Greeks, thought that the earth was alive as a being that had awareness, and therefore all parts of it were important to the whole. The definition is morphing yet again, as a human microbiome could be an individual person's skin. Everyone has a skin full of bacteria, fungi, skin cells, water, and other debris that form a unique skin biome. We are, in fact, made of biomes. Biomes on Earth fit together like a giant jigsaw puzzle or patchwork quilt. The health of one can affect the health of another. Element Earth. This is awesome because in your twin flame journey, you are moving from separation consciousness into unity consciousness. And the twin flame comes in as this thing, this tool that shakes you up. It's a catalyst of awakening to wake you up to the fact that there's something more, to make you question the reality that you've been told and just accepted in your state of sleepiness, which again is every human being on the planet. Happens to all of us. It's part of the human condition. It's what we came here for. But you are awakening now. This is your moment in time for that to happen, as it will happen for all others in time when it's meant to. And recognizing that you are individual yet one and the same. Even though there are many things, all the things make up the whole. You know, which part of the ocean is the ocean? The plants, the bacteria, the plankton, the fish, the whales, the rocks, the coral, the water droplets, the billions and trillions of water droplets. Which part of that is the ocean? Can you pinpoint the part that you could actually say was that? No, it's all one and the same. Yet it's all many things that create the one. I love you guys. I hope that this reading resonated with you. Thank you so much for supporting our channel. If you guys could like and subscribe, it would mean a lot. And we appreciate you. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.